the topic. So let's start the today's topic, ma'am. You can start
Yes,
the topic.
yes. Thank you so much. So today's topic is business communication etiquette. It is very simple topic, but it is carrying, so much of weightage in the corporate culture. So because whenever we need to communicate our thoughts, we need to express ourselves, we need to do it with the help of verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and written communication. So, people think that these are very easygoing things. They don't give that much value to these things. But, business communication is responsible for maintaining relationship among your colleagues, among your near and dear ones. So, along with this, it is also very helpful in building leadership skills. And if we are having good communication in our organization, then we can obviously like develop different kind of uh, skills like leadership skills, decision making, problem solving, and other kind of good relations. So here I would like to talk about one of the written form of communication that is very much common nowadays. In this pandemic situation, everyone is working from home. So email is
Yeah.
very, yeah, everyone is using or communicating with the help of email. So I would like to start with some of the do's and don'ts of email. So, may I know how many of you are working from home?
I think mostly the IT people are working right now.
Yes, yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you can
So
continue.
the
Yeah.
yes, please. So I would say that we should never use caps lock while writing an email because it shows that we are yelling at that person and it means we are shouting at that person. So we should avoid such kind of gestures while writing an email. So along with this, we should also not, use small letters because it shows that we are very lazy while typing an email. So either we should not go for caps lock and we should also not use full small letters. So now along with this, the other important thing is subject line. So it is also very important subject line. It should be very crisp and relevant to the topic. It should not be out of the topic and it should give some kind of gist of the topic about which we are going to write. So now then comes about the body of the email. So there should be one opening and there should be one body and there should be one closing paragraph for the email. So now talking about the number of statements, for opening statement and closing statement, it should not exceed 7 lines combined. It means opening paragraph and closing paragraph, both of them should have 7 lines combinedly.
Okay.
So now, yes. So and the body of the email should not exceed 5 lines. You should not have more than 5 lines. So our content should be very crisp. So apart from that, if we want to deliver any information, it should be in the form of bullet points. That is the preference. So if anyone wants to share a lot of information, make sure you are breaking down your information in the form of bullet points. Now, other thing is that we should have a good signature because most of the people they do not have good signature and they just drop mail with writing just regards and their name, so that is not
Yeah.
professional. So we should have a good signature. So in signature we one should have their name, their company, their phone number and their website or other means of contacting them. For example, if they are present on LinkedIn, they can also attach the LinkedIn website over there,
Yeah.
or if they are present on any other platform, they should also mention those contact details because it is very easy for other person to contact by using these details. Now talking about other thing, it should not be very long. It should not look like we are reading book. So make sure it is very precise and make sure you are not, whenever you are angry, make sure you are avoiding writing an email because you may spit out the words which are not required and which may sound
Yeah.
very impolite to the receiver. And when should we like answer the emails? So for the internal emails, we should answer all the emails as soon as possible or within the same day. And for all the external emails, it should be done within 3 days. So because most of the people they say, we will reply tomorrow, or we will reply tomorrow. So procrastination is there. So make sure we
Yeah.
are not getting into procrastination and we are replying the mail timely. So other thing is we should make proper use of grammar, because and we should also write a good sentence. We should avoid grammatical errors in the email. So these are the like important forms or important tips which are supposed to be followed while delivering or while writing an email. And most of the people they fail. They just don't notice like they are making such kind of mistakes, but it is making a very bad impression on the receiver's end. So make sure you are considering all these points while writing an email. So nowadays everyone is working from home. So other form of communication is telephonic interview, or we can say telephonic conversation.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think so that this is also very important, and people they just don't give that much value to telephonic conversation, but it is also very helpful in maintaining your relationship, and it can create certain kind of image in the listener's mind. For example, I would share some kind of the do's and don'ts for the same. So here I would say that whenever you are receiving call or whenever you are calling a person, you should start with the pleasant voice. It should not sound like that you are very angry or you are about to throw something at him. So make
Yeah.
sure you are very polite and calm while calling any other person. And before saying anything, you should greet the person. Depending on the time, you can say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, but make sure you are greeting the person before starting your conversation. And make sure you are sitting or standing in a good network area. Because sometimes if that person is not audible to you, ask for the time, or you can be honest and you can ask that, sir, I may call you later, or you may call me later. Right now, I'm not in a good network area. So these are the things which are undervalued, but small change, it can make a big difference. So it is
Yeah.
kind of that thing. So we should keep such kind of things in our mind. Now the other thing is, whenever like someone is calling you, we should not take a very long time to receive that person's call. So we should be very particular while receiving the call. Now, in a case, if we want to handle any kind of inquiry, or if we want to address any kind of question, and we should not put the telephone on hold for a long time. It is kind of disrespect for that person. So we should respect the person, and we should not put a phone on hold for a long time. Now, other thing is we should avoid calling at odd hours. For example, more like during working hours, it is considered being professional. If we are calling the other person at odd hours, maybe that good manner, or maybe that person is out of the context. So we should avoid calling at the odd hours.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing is we should avoid eating food while calling someone, because it may sound that someone is very casual and he is not
Yeah.
interested in talking to that person.
Mostly when we have to convert the sales, because the sales people doesn't take care of this generally. So
Yes,
the
yes.
client get irritated that I am paying something and he is not responsible for the product and the company. So that give a bad image to the client also. So this is a very valid point you have discussed about the eating during your call.
Yes, yes, exactly. So apart from this, the closing of a call is very important. So most of the people they just end the call before confirming whether the receiver or the listener has jotted down all the important points or not. So we should confirm this thing before disconnecting the call. And whenever we are closing the call, we should always use such kind of words like bye, take care. So such kind of words are very helpful, and it helps us building good relationship or reputation with the other person. But we should avoid saying goodbye. It means there is an end of relation, and means it is the kind
Yeah.
of their last interaction. So we should avoid saying goodbye,
Okay.
and we should be always polite and calm. We, like in case if we are not in a good mood, then we are supposed to avoid calling someone.
Okay. We have one question regarding email etiquettes. Can we have the question?
Yes, please.
Can we take the question? Okay. There is a guy who is have a startup right now,
Okay.
and he's doing mails to the clients to get the leads, but not getting the proper response. So he want to know what is the in subject how he can wrote a very good subject so then people can get open his mail, because right now the problem is that the mail is not opening. He's daily mailing 5 to 10, 20 mails daily, but not getting proper response due to the proper subject line. So, any guidance on how to give a proper subject on a mail for the business point of view?
Yes, a very good question. So the subject line is going to attract the customers. So it should be very attractive and it should be the gist of the content or the offer which is offering. So, for example, you might have seen so many marketing emails are there in our spam folder. So, but their subject line is very catchy that sometimes we are reading their email even if it is not, that much valuable to us.
Yeah.
Yes. So they are making usage of like good research, and they are also making usage of different kind of keywords which are very attractive to the consumer. So make sure your subject line is not very boring, and it is not very traditional or conventional, which is already existing into this world. Since
अगर आप सब चाहते हैं कि आपका नॉलेज इसी तरह से बढ़ते रहे तो आप हमारे चैनल नॉलेज बड्डी को तुरंत सब्सक्राइब करें और नोटिफिकेशन बेल दबाना ना भूलें ताकि सारे अपडेट्स आपको टाइम पे मिल सकें।